cricket all around, believe the hype.
Let's have a chat about this Boxing Day Test match, Cam. There are so many big moments in this game and so many talking points from this Test match. I've written down a list and I'm just going to go through some of these key events and I'd love to hear your thoughts on some of them. Starting off all the way back in day one, Boxing Day Test match, which seems like an eon ago. There was Sam Constance making his debut and taking apart Jasprit Bumrah, going at 6 runs and over initially in his first spell. There's the Kohli bump with Constance hitting a 19-year-old. Smith hits his 100. Jaiswal and Kohli have a run out. Then Nitish Kumar Reddy hits a big 100 in front of a very emotional family, especially his father in the crowd. Wasn't that beautiful? Bumrah on day 4, reducing Australia down to 6 for 91 was just magical to be in there. Jaiswal dropping about 3 catches that day, and there was a 4th by someone else who doesn't quite come to my mind. Lyon and Boland's riposte their piece de resistance at the end of day to have an incredible partnership, a 10th wicket partnership. And then day 5, wowee, day 5, wasn't that an incredible day of cricket? Anyone watching that, whether on TV or live, would have been so impressed with what we saw. Pat Cummins with the Johnny Muller medal at the end of the day. Cam, do you have a favourite moment from the game?
Hard to pick one out of all that. I think the Constas start to the game was just incredible. Like a lot of pressure on him, obviously going in. Reputation with his state level form. There was a lot of pressure and expectation for him, I think, and to come into the game and to start the way he did and to get Australia off to the flyer that they did. I thought that was like, you sit back and you're like, what are we watching? Like, I have never seen a test match start like this before. And this could be something special. Unfortunately, he ended up obviously getting out for 60. But I think the start of that match was just like, I couldn't believe, what are we watching? Is this how people are going to try and play Test cricket from now on? Like, can he keep this up? So I'd say, yeah, and the controversy around the Kohli and Constance bump was interesting, caused a lot of stir on social media and a few heated messages between local cricket members. So yeah, all of it. But I thought that the incredible start to the match just set the bar for how good the match was going to be.
I completely agree. Constance played so fearlessly. I think Australia really needed to have some kind of resistance to Bumrah with the new ball. And Constance's ability to play very unconventional shots and do it fearlessly and be really in the face of the Indian attack at the start of the Test match was just outstanding. It certainly threw off Bumrah's lines and lengths. It had to change the tactics that Rohit Sharma applied through the rest of that first day. And if it wasn't Constance getting out eventually, then who knows what that first innings might have become. It's exciting to see what his future holds. And we saw him get out in the second innings with a ball angling towards his pads and going through bat pad. So whether that's a tactic that he'll have to overcome in the future will be interesting to see. And I hope he continues to play fearless cricket. Cam, what was it like for you going all the way to day 5? It's tea. Australia needs 7 wickets, and Jaiswal and Pant were looking very, very comfortable. What was your feelings right down to that end, that day 5 tea break? What were you thinking then?
I'll just quickly jump back to Constance. There was one more bit I wanted to add, was that there's a good saying that I like that gets thrown around probably more in American sports and American football. They say, everyone's got a plan until you get hit in the face. And I think that Constance, the way he came out and batted, was a real like punch in the face that really just shocked India, which set the game on its path. Going back to coming to day 5, 7 wickets. At the start of the day, I always thought it was going to be tough for India to survive the whole day, even though the pitch didn't look like it was a horrible pitch or anything. It's just, I think, when you're going to bat negatively to survive for a whole day, find that that's always tough. And they looked like they were doing it comfortably, Rishab and Jaiswal. I think Rishab and the Indian leadership team would be extremely disappointed, I think, with how he got out. Obviously, to the part-time spinner in head makes it even worse. And the shot really and the shot selection to that ball. And then obviously that was the key wicket. Once they broke that partnership, you kind of felt like the dominoes were going to fall from there. As they had earlier in the match, for both sides, you lose one wicket. It seems like they fall in bunches these days with these two teams. So yeah, I think Rashad would be pretty disappointed with himself with what that shot.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. I think that was probably a key moment in the game there, of course. Now, Australia took those 7 wickets with an old ball after the 50th over. So I think India would be really disappointed they weren't able to hold off the momentum that Australia developed after that key Rishabh moment.